Hello, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. As much as one can, obviously, given the circumstances of isolation and, well, everything, financial issues. But overall, I hope, you had a pleasant time at least. Um, I wanted to talk about one thing. I got getting a lot of requests from people to discuss. Oh, there's been some news that Harry and Meghan Markle have asked for an extension of the 12-month review. I'm in two minds about commenting on that because actually, who I don't know who said that, and we do know that their PR company puts out a lot of puff pieces to see how people react, whether people would be amenable to that. Personally, I don't think so. Personally, I think that they broke their deal a long time ago, and the Queen should have responded in kind because there's nothing worse than a doormat. I do believe that the monarchy they are still helping Harry and Meghan Markle. So I am in two minds about it because there's 12-month review. It should be done with. Ambiguity is the worst thing that you can do to anybody given the circumstances. Besides, Harry asked to be a private citizen, so grant him his wish. That's all I say. Again, a lot of people are going on about saying that it's required an act of parliament. Again, no. The MPs actually did answer the letters from the people who wrote to them, and they said, in regards to royal titles, it's up to the monarch, which is absolutely true. The Queen gives it with one hand, she takes it with the other. Now, again, I don't see the big deal about removing Harry's titles. That's what he wants. He even left the country because that's how much he despises anything that has to do with the UK. In my opinion, please, another thing that I want to say, this is my channel. I'm just giving my opinions. You do your own Google searches or whatever. But this is just what I think. I'm just venting out. So, in my opinion, I think that there's a few more things that are more important. First of all, the government has to answer the questions put to them as to who's paying for their security. The only thing that has been said, never confirmed by anybody, is that supposedly now there's a private U.S. company providing security for them. But again, it wasn't, that information was not confirmed at all by anybody. Is what Meghan said, is what one newspapers has speculated that they're doing, that they saw them, but that has never been confirmed. We're talking that their security bill in the US would go up to almost $5 million a year for them. So who's paying for that? I know that a lot of people have cited security issues, that the government doesn't comment on security. Well, actually they do. They have confirmed that Eugenie and Beatrice, they get their security paid for by Prince Andrew or the Queen. They don't have to get into details, but they can confirm that the government or the people are not paying for their security. Nobody to date has said anything. Please bear in mind that this was a newspaper article speculating that they think that this company is providing security for them. To date, I don't think there hasn't been any statement from Buckingham Palace stating that Prince Charles has stopped paying for them. They said that he's paying with his personal, that the Duchy of Cornwall was not going to be paying out to them. But if he pays using his own money, then he claims that as an expense, and he gets almost 50% of it back. So it's a win-win situation. But again, nobody has confirmed about that. Regarding the charity money. As I told you before, I did call the Charities Commission, and they said that the Disney transaction, the $3 million, they have nothing to do with that, basically, because it was not done through a charity. It was two private individuals making an agreement, because Harry supposedly the money that Disney gave Harry was deposited to Travelist, not to Sussex Royal. And Travelist is not a charitable organization, and therefore the Charities Commission have nothing to do with that. The only thing that they have to answer for is the money that was transferred from Royal Foundation to Sussex Royal, which has now gone into administration, of course. So one thing and one question I wanna put out there. This trial period, it's basically always an advantage for Harry and Meghan, because people don't want to completely dismiss them in case they go back into the royal family. So this year has been basically to allow Harry and Meghan to do whatever the hell they want without any consequences. That's it. This is my opinion, because they have broken the rules, they have meddled in politics, they have done a bunch of other shit that they should have. They have used their titles for everything in a country where they actually fought a war against the monarchy. Now, to monetize them, they have slander, which is a criminal, like when you falsely use the race car, that is to get out of to draw attention away from a crime or a bad behavior you're making, or to get out of doing something that you have to do. That is illegal, and you can go up to 2 to 3 years in jail. That is a criminal offense. So they have slander. They falsely use the race card to get out of everything, so people wouldn't say, listen, you're lying. Listen, to instill fear on people for criticizing them or pointing out the lies or the fraud that they were committing. Nothing has happened. But my point with what I'm trying to get is the reason why this year and people are hesitant about acting decisively against them is just in case they go back into the royal fold. In my opinion, that sends a very bad message, which is you can do whatever you want. The police are not going to prosecute you. We're going to wait and see because you're a royal. You see, if you don't go back to the royal family, then yes, we're going to call you out on all of this. But if we call you out right now and then you go back into the royal family, then the royal family is going to take it out on us, which is a very bad thing to do. Either way, it's very bad for the royal family. They have allowed this to happen. They have allowed escalations. They have allowed the abuse from Harry and Meghan Markle. Harry and Meghan Markle left the royal family for two reasons, mainly. It was never about privacy. It was about money. Money because Meghan Markle could not conceive the fact that her pictures were not generating her any cash. Because this is a woman who has sold her body, in my opinion, her underwear. She would sell anything to get ahead. So she's used to grabbing money. So for her, for pictures to be taken or to be in events with the royal family where nobody's making money, this is just for them, it's like a way of paying back. It's a contract between the people and the monarchy that they're seeing, that they go to certain events to help the UK and the Commonwealth. So Meghan Markle could not tolerate the fact, first, that she was not the main person. Because I think that she could tolerate that the Queen, because she had no choice, but that the Duchess of Cambridge was above her, she couldn't tolerate that. So that's one of the things. Two is money. She could not tolerate that she was not making money out of her public appearances. And on top of that, she's not the main attraction of those public appearances. That's it. That's basically why they left. I can guarantee you that if the royal family had said, we're going to pay you $3 million per appearance or $1 million per appearance, they would have appeared and they would have stayed within the royal family. Because everything is driven by money. So what is the royal family waiting for? They're still on that. I'm sorry, I'm going to swear. on that fucking royal website. They're still there. And actually, they have amended, because before, the part where Meghan Markle was, it didn't say that she represented the Queen. They have amended it now, and they have put that now she also represents the Queen's values. They had removed that for a while. Now it's back in there. Go and check it out. I'll leave the link. Before it wasn't, now it is. They have modified that. Patronages, I don't understand why the patronages themselves are not calling the Buckingham Palace, asking for the Duchess of Cambridge, to be the patron of the National Theatre, for example. That thing is abandoned. Nobody wants tainted goods, and I believe that Harry and Meghan Markle are tainted goods. Now, regarding Prince Charles, a lot of people have come out to their defense to let bygones be bygones. No, I don't work that way. Prince Charles supported two of the worst pedophiles in UK history, latest history. He sent letters to them after the police told him what was going on, telling them, I wish I could do more to support you. What else can I do to help you out? Those letters, instead of him, and I can guarantee you, I'm very, this is all my opinion, that he meddled with the police. Because it's amazing. Apparently, there had been for quite so many years a lot of complaints against that bishop and Jimmy Savile, and they were ignored, mostly because of their connection to Prince Charles. We don't know if he meddled. God knows that he loves to meddle. Now, he went even, and this is him, how horrid these people were. These horrid people were the raped children of these pedophile people. These two pedophile jerks. He even bought one a house. Now, if I am a mother, I was a child. If you were the mother of one of those raped children, or if you were a child when you were being raped by these two fucking assholes, having the backing of the Crown Prince of England, interfering with the police, sending them letters of support, making his support known to everybody, which probably stopped the police from acting further, he does not deserve any pity. His way, they said that Princess Diana was pushed upon him. Nobody pushed anything. He wanted the crown. He thought he could cheat everybody to get the crown because he was not willing to let go of the crown. Had Her Majesty the Queen made it absolutely clear to him that it was either Camilla or Diana in the crown, he would have stayed with Princess Diana. We would have seen a different outcome. But this is, to me, one of the biggest things that the Queen has failed the UK, that she was not strict with him. He was allowed to get away with so much, just like Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, who's paying for the security? Those questions have been asked. What happened to the money from the Royal Foundation? That money has to be answered for. Now, the kid, I heard something about the podcast. Nobody memorable from what I heard. And of course, they put the kid to work now. That kid is not, again, that they wanted privacy for him. It's just they wanted to monetize him. It's a time to exploit the kid because now they realize that they too are nobodies. So they're going to start using the kid more because it's time for that kid to earn his keep, basically. So what is Her Majesty the Queen waiting for? Yes, I'm not a big fan of Charles, obviously. I do believe that Prince William is a great guy, with the Duchess of Cambridge, Sophie, and even Princess Anne. But Andrew, with all those shady deals with Duchess of, with Sarah Ferguson, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. There really needs to be a purge. Her Majesty the Queen has to issue a letters patent to regulate the titles, to protect the titles, to protect the monarchy, protect the UK, and protect the Commonwealth. And it's not that difficult. She can simply grant Harry's wishes to be a private citizen, state that only British citizens can use titles, and that ex-wives cannot use royal titles, and that no private enterprises can be used, or private appearances can be used, or personal appearance for personal gain. The titles cannot be used for personal gain, period. Only for royal only for work. That's it within the royal family. I think it's time to regulate that. What do you think? Let me know. And I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the podcast, I'm not going to listen to it. It must be shit. And every click, I'm sure that Harry doesn't mind those clicks, because you have to click on it to listen to it so they make money. I'm sure he doesn't mind those clicks, and now I'm sure he doesn't mind exposing his child to the worst possible tabloid culture in the United States. What are they waiting for? Oh, and by the way, before I go, what happened to the messages that she had to present in court? She was supposed to introduce 6 months of messages. Do you know anybody if she did? I haven't read that she has presented those messages, because I think she had a deadline. Has that deadline passed? Why aren't the newspapers pushing for that? And I hope Mr. Thomas Markle is okay. Truly. Have a good night, and let me know your comments. Please be respectful, okay?